So hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Samir Bio class for class 9th and 9th. So by looking the title, you are know that what we are going to study. So we are going to revision our first chapter, which is cell and the difference between plant cell and animal cell. So upon we have discussed the all part of cells and the some part of cell organelles and the what is cell. So first of all, we start with basics. So what is cell? A cell is a structure and functional unit of life which provide structure, because cell have to provide structure and function. By providing structure to any cell and performing any function, they will live. Without any performing function, they will not able to live. So the cell is structure and functional unit of life. So we have discussed that the cell is in the basis of the nucleus. There are two types: prokaryotic and eukaryotic. And in the base of the number of cells, they are multicellular and unicellular. And the prokaryotic are the not a well-defined nucleus. Means there is not a well-defined nucleus, not the nuclear membrane. So in the eukaryotic, there are well-defined nucleus. Means the nuclear head has a nuclear cover. And in the multicellular, they are made up more than 2-3 types of cells. And in unicellular, they are made up only one type of cell. So only made of mass. So and we have looked the part of cell, which is cell wall, cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm. So the cell wall is the outermost membrane of the plant cell, not the animal cell. Plant cell, which provide strength, rigidity to the plant cell. So the cell wall is made up cellulose. So we have discussed that the cell wall is made up of cellulose. And the another type of that the membrane is the plasma membrane, which provide the flexibility to plant. So in their plant is also say plasma membrane, and in animal both. But in the plant cell, that the outer membrane is a cell wall, and that the inner type, that is the plasma membrane. And in animal cell, there is the outer membrane is the plasma membrane, that is known as plasma membrane, which help in the like amoeba. With help amoeba, the plasma membrane can also help the food engulf the food by known as a phagocytosis, that will engulf the food is known as phagocytosis. So we have discussed that the cytoplasm, the living or the component inside the fluid component inside the cell. Inside the cell, there is a fluid component which is known as cytoplasm. And we have discussed the nucleus, the type of nucleus, nuclear membrane, nuclear pores, nucleolus, DNA, chromosomes. So we have discussed all the things. And the major thing is cell organelles, which provide mean the mini organ which provide, like inside you there are the organs, we have to perform the function like that. Inside the cell organelle, there is a small response organ which have to perform function. If there will no perform, if there will not perform any function, that the cell will going to ultimately die. It will not able to survive, because the inside there you have to perform the function. If your heart is not going to perform any function, then it will not pump the blood throughout your body, then you will until ultimately you will die, no will not survive. So like that, in a cell there is a cell in many organs, we have to perform function for the living of the cell. So we have discussed the cell organelles. We have discussed transport of the food, and the Golgi, the package and food processing, and the mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, kitchen of the cell, chloroplast, plastis, vacuole, which store food, water, and all of this. So today we are going to discuss the difference between plant cell and animal cell. So the one major difference between plant cell and animal cell is that in plant cell the vacuoles are present, but in animal cell present but very small. The one point is, in plant cell and the function of vacuole is to the store of the water inside the plant. So the if you see the plant cell, there is a one bigger vacuole. That is why the plant cell are so much bigger compared to the animal cell. The one point also that the animal cell animal cell is small and structure is oval, and in plant cell the structure is bigger and the shape is a rectangular. So in animal cell, percent, but in small size. small cell and sometimes not with the really person. So the in animals and the structure is and bigger. There is so big and the structure is rectangular like that structure in the plant cell, and in animal cell they will see the ovule type of structure. Ovule type of structure in an animal. Small in size with plant by with plant cell in a small in size compared to plant cell. So in the plant cell there is a cell wall, but not in a plant animal cell. Then what is in the outer covering of the plant animal cell? Array, what is outer membrane of the animal cell? Cell membrane. But in plant cell there is a cell wall both and the cell membrane. In plant cell the outer most membrane is cell. The outermost membrane is a cell wall. This is a cell wall, and inside that this is a plasma membrane. So, but in animal cell there is no cell wall because in animal cell there is not so much rigidity and strength, because if the wind will come we will also have to maintain our shape na, but not in a plant cell. Plant cell have to if the wind come it will bend or something. That was the cell wall had to protect it will rigidity. And in animal cell outermost membrane is cell membrane. Outermost membrane is cell membrane. And on the other point, you will write that in animal cell the cell wall is absent, and in plant the cell wall are present. So one point also arise that the animal cell. So will not write that, or you will also only mention in your copy or notebooks. So we have discussed the 3 point, and the main that the in the a plant cell there is a Golgi apparatus, and also in animal cell, but the name are different. In plant cell it will known as dactosome, and in animal cell it is known as the Golgi complex. Golgi complex, and in a plant cell the Golgi bodies are known as dactosome. By knowing the structure or the plant animal, you will also get the difference. By that in the plant cell there is in mitochondria, in animal cell also there is a mitochondria, the transport of food, and the chloroplast. In the plant cell there are the plastids. Any animal cell there is no plastid. In animal cell there is no vacuole. In plant cell there is vacuoles, and in animal cell there is no chloroplast or the leucoplast or the chromoplast. But in plant cell there is chloroplast, leucoplast, and chromoplast. Like that, by seeing the, if you know the diagram, if you know the structure of the plant cell or animal cell or the any diagram, by looking diagram you have to, you will also write the point like that the at my structure. Then you will, so that the I have eyes, so I have nose, I have tongue, that the it like structure. I meant in that seeing structure you will write the any kind of point that come in exam. That the, if I will give a figure that like that you know figure, you made figure, then you let the outermost cell wall, then the plasma membrane, then inside the cytoplasm, then inside the cell organelle, then inside the mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, ribosome, the all thing that will you will by knowing the figure, you know the all thing about the all pen. So today's class is over. So in our today's class we have discussed the plant cell and animal cell, and we have revised our first chapter, which is cell wall. So cell and the some function of the all the cell walls, cell membrane, cytoplasm, cell organelles, nucleus, all the things we have discussed today. So in our next video we are going to see the until we have to finish the simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue, and we are going to discuss the complex permanent tissue and the xylem and phloem, their types and their functions. So again we are starting, there are the protective tissues. So until and unless, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe it.